1. As a medical professional with over 20 years of experience, I have encountered numerous health issues that older adults often face. One of the most common and concerning is the risk of dizziness or fainting when getting out of bed too quickly. While it may seem like a minor issue, this seemingly harmless action can have serious consequences, especially for seniors. Sudden dizziness or lightheadedness can lead to falls, which are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. Understanding why this happens and how to prevent it is essential for maintaining health and safety. The primary cause of this issue is related to how the body responds to changes in posture. When we lie down, gravity pulls blood toward the lower half of the body, primarily to the legs and feet. This is a normal response and is not usually problematic. However, when we stand up too quickly, our body must adjust to ensure that enough blood flows to the brain to maintain proper function. In younger individuals, this adjustment happens almost instantaneously. However, as we age, this process slows down, and the circulatory system is not as efficient at responding to changes in position. As a result, blood may not reach the brain quickly enough, leading to a drop in blood pressure, a condition known as orthostatic hypotension. Orthostatic hypotension occurs when there is a delay in blood pressure adjustment when moving from a lying or sitting position to standing. This delay can cause dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting, putting individuals at risk of falls. Falling from a standing position can have severe consequences, such as fractures, head injuries, or other traumatic accidents. The risk of falls is particularly high in older adults because age-related changes in muscle strength, joint flexibility, and balance all contribute to an increased likelihood of losing stability. Additionally, many medications commonly prescribed to older adults, such as those for lowering blood pressure, can worsen the risk of orthostatic hypotension. The combined effect of aging, medication, and slower circulatory responses makes older adults especially vulnerable to dizziness when standing up too quickly. Research consistently shows that falls are one of the leading causes of injury and death among older adults. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, 1 in 4 older adults falls each year. These falls often result in severe injuries such as hip fractures, broken bones, and head trauma. Beyond physical injuries, falls can have psychological consequences. Many older adults develop a fear of falling, which can lead to limiting physical activity. This reduction in activity further weakens muscles and increases the risk of future falls. The good news is that this issue can largely be prevented by incorporating a few simple habits into your daily routine. By making gradual adjustments to the way you get out of bed, you can reduce the likelihood of dizziness, lightheadedness, and the associated risk of falls. Here are several tips that can help reduce the chances of feeling dizzy when getting out of bed. Start with gentle movements. Before sitting up, gently move your fingers and toes while you are still lying down. These small movements help activate muscles and stimulate blood flow, preparing your circulatory system for the change in posture. You can also rotate your ankles and stretch your arms gently to signal to your body that it is time to start moving. These actions help prevent blood from rushing to your lower extremities all at once when you sit up, which could cause dizziness. Roll to your side. Instead of sitting up abruptly, first roll onto one side of your body. This allows your circulatory system to gradually adjust to the position change. Once you are on your side, pause for a few seconds to let your body adjust before sitting up fully. Sit up slowly. When transitioning to a sitting position, do so slowly. Use your hands to push yourself up and take a moment to stabilize yourself before proceeding. Sitting up too quickly can cause blood to pool in the lower half of the body, resulting in dizziness and a drop in blood pressure. Pause before standing. Once you are sitting up, stay in that position for 30 to 60 seconds before standing. This short waiting period gives your body time to adjust and stabilize blood pressure before you stand up. If you feel lightheaded during this time, remain seated until the dizziness subsides. If the dizziness persists, give yourself a little more time to adjust. Stand up slowly. When you are ready to stand, do so gradually. Place your feet flat on the floor and rise slowly, using the bed or a nearby piece of furniture for support if needed. The key is to avoid jerky or sudden movements that could cause dizziness or a loss of balance. If you feel unsteady after standing, take a moment to pause and let your body adjust before moving forward. By adopting these simple strategies, you can significantly reduce the risk of dizziness and falls when getting out of bed. While it may seem like a small adjustment, it can make a big difference in preventing injuries caused by sudden changes in blood pressure. These adjustments help maintain your independence and quality of life as you age, ensuring that you remain active and safe. In conclusion, getting out of bed too quickly is a common issue that can lead to dizziness, falls, and serious injuries, especially in older adults. However, by making simple adjustments to your routine, such as moving gently, sitting up slowly, and allowing your body time to adjust, you can reduce the risks associated with this action. These practices can enhance your safety and overall well-being, helping you maintain a better quality of life as you age. 2. Not drinking water right after waking up may seem like a harmless habit, but in reality, it can significantly impact your health, especially for older adults. After a long night of sleep, our bodies naturally lose a certain amount of water through breathing and perspiration, even when we are not physically active. This fluid loss happens quietly and often leaves the body in a mildly dehydrated state without us noticing. This mild dehydration upon waking can lead to a range of symptoms, such as poor blood circulation, headaches, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. More seriously, if dehydration continues over time, it can increase the risk of severe complications like stroke or heart attack, particularly in individuals who already have underlying cardiovascular conditions. When the body lacks sufficient water, blood volume decreases, causing the heart to work harder to pump blood throughout the body. This added strain can lead to unstable blood pressure, reduced circulation, and negatively affect the entire cardiovascular system. Fortunately, there's a simple and effective way to address this. Drink a glass of water right after waking up. You can prepare a glass of water and leave it on your bedside table the night before, so it's ready when you wake up. Doing this not only helps the body rehydrate in a timely manner, but also wakes up your internal organs after hours of rest. Drinking water at this time also helps thin the blood, reducing stress on the heart and kidneys, while supporting smoother functioning of the digestive and urinary systems. For those who prefer a bit more flavor or want to enhance the benefits, warm water with a few drops of fresh lemon is a great choice. Warm water is more easily absorbed by the body, while lemon provides vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps strengthen the immune system and supports liver and digestive function. However, avoid drinking water that is too hot, as it may irritate the stomach lining, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. Another important point to note is that many people have the habit of drinking coffee immediately after waking up without drinking water first. This is not recommended. Coffee contains caffeine, a mild diuretic, which can cause the body to lose more fluids. Drinking coffee before rehydrating can worsen dehydration, potentially leading to symptoms like restlessness, rapid heartbeat, or dry mouth. Instead, start your morning with a glass of water, plain or warm with lemon, and then have coffee if you wish. Maintaining the habit of drinking water right after waking up not only helps with rehydration, but also lays a healthy foundation for the rest of your day. It's a small change with big impact, supporting chronic disease prevention, improving mental clarity, reducing fatigue, and enhancing overall productivity. In addition to the morning routine, staying hydrated throughout the day is equally important. You shouldn't wait until you feel thirsty to drink water, as thirst is already a sign of dehydration. Try to drink water regularly every 1 to 2 hours, and pay attention to your body's signals or the color of your urine to help determine how much water you need. By making this simple adjustment, you support your body's natural functions and reduce the risk of more serious health problems over time. 3. Drinking coffee in the morning is a common habit for many people. It helps boost alertness and gives a sense of energy to start the day. However, consuming coffee on an empty stomach can have adverse effects on your health, especially if this habit is repeated regularly over time. Even a small cup of coffee, if not taken properly, can impact your digestive system, hormone balance, and even cardiovascular health. One of the primary concerns with drinking coffee before eating is the increase in cortisol levels. Cortisol is a stress hormone naturally produced in higher amounts in the morning to help wake you up and prepare your body for the day. However, drinking coffee on an empty stomach can cause cortisol to spike even higher than normal. This may disrupt your body's natural hormone rhythms, negatively affecting sleep quality, mood stability, and your ability to manage stress throughout the day. Coffee is also highly acidic and can stimulate your stomach lining. When consumed without any food, the acid in coffee may increase the production of gastric acid, irritating the stomach lining and leading to symptoms such as bloating, discomfort, a burning sensation in the upper abdomen, and even acid reflux. For people with pre-existing digestive issues like gastritis or acid reflux disease, this habit can worsen their symptoms and potentially lead to more serious complications over time. Beyond digestive effects, drinking coffee on an empty stomach may cause systemic reactions in some individuals. It's not uncommon to experience rapid heartbeat, jitteriness, anxiety, or restlessness shortly after consuming coffee in the morning without eating. These effects are due to caffeine stimulating the central nervous system, putting your body in a fight or flight mode. Although it may feel energizing initially, it can lead to a quick drop in energy a few hours later, making you feel fatigued, irritable, and unfocused. Fortunately, there's a simple solution to avoid these issues. Eat something light before drinking your morning coffee. You don't need a large or complex breakfast. Just a small portion of food, such as a slice of bread, a banana, a few almonds, or some oatmeal, is enough to line your stomach and soften the impact of caffeine. These foods help slow the absorption of caffeine, support stable blood sugar levels, and protect your stomach lining from irritation. Moreover, having a light snack before coffee can provide more sustained energy throughout the day and prevent the crash that sometimes follows a caffeine spike. A helpful tip to support your overall health is to start your day by drinking a glass of warm water or plain water right after waking up. This helps rehydrate the body, gently activates the digestive system, and prepares your stomach for food and beverages. After that, have a light bite and wait about 15 to 30 minutes before drinking your coffee. This gentle morning routine can make a significant difference in how your body handles caffeine and how you feel for the rest of the day. If you're someone who relies on coffee to wake up or stay focused in the morning, it's not necessary to give it up. Coffee in moderation has many proven health benefits, including improved cognitive function, metabolism support, and even protection against certain chronic diseases. However, adjusting the timing and way you consume it can help you avoid the negative effects while still enjoying all the benefits. In summary, coffee itself is not the problem. It's how and when you drink it that matters. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can lead to increased cortisol levels, stomach discomfort, acid reflux, and even fatigue later in the day. By simply eating a small snack before your coffee, you can protect your digestive system, maintain hormonal balance, and support more stable energy levels. This small change in your morning routine can lead to better health, improved mood, and enhanced productivity. Sometimes it's the little habits that make the biggest difference in our well-being. 4. Every morning, many people experience stiffness in their joints, especially in areas like the knees, hips, shoulders, and wrists. This is a common occurrence, particularly in older adults, due to reduced physical activity during sleep and the natural aging process that causes joints to lose lubrication and flexibility. However, despite how common it may be, many individuals tend to ignore this stiffness and quickly get out of bed to begin their day, often without realizing that moving too quickly when the body isn't fully ready can increase the risk of pain, falls, and even serious injuries. Ignoring morning stiffness can lead to muscle strain, joint pain, imbalance, or sudden falls. This is especially concerning for older adults, who are more prone to bone weakness, muscle loss, and slower reflexes. For this group, a fall in the early morning, when the body is not yet warmed up, can result in significant consequences, such as fractures, sprains, or other injuries that may take weeks or even months to heal. That's why morning stiffness should not be dismissed, but instead addressed with a proper and gentle routine. After lying in bed for several hours, The body is essentially in a state of rest and low circulation. The joints have been inactive, and the muscles are not yet warmed up. Getting up and moving quickly under these conditions can place unnecessary strain on the body, increasing the likelihood of discomfort or injury. Rather than rushing, it's important to ease into movement and give the body time to wake up gradually. To prevent stiffness and reduce the risks associated with it, start your day with a few simple movements while you are still lying in bed. Begin by gently rotating your wrists and ankles, bending and straightening your knees, and taking a few slow, deep breaths. These small motions help stimulate circulation, activate muscles, and prepare the joints for movement. Once you feel more flexible, slowly roll to one side of your body. Pause for a moment in that position before using your arms to gently push yourself up into a seated posture. Once sitting on the edge of the bed, take a few more deep breaths and stretch your arms over your head. Allow your body to adjust to the upright position before standing. This small pause helps prevent dizziness and allows your joints to adjust gradually. When you're ready to stand, place your feet firmly on the floor and stand up slowly. Use your bed or a nearby stable object for support if needed. It's especially important to be cautious when walking to the bathroom in the morning, as this area can be slippery. If you are prone to falls or have balance issues, consider using supportive equipment like grab bars, non-slip mats, or shoes with good grip. These supports can make a significant difference in reducing your risk of slipping and falling. If you frequently experience stiffness or joint discomfort in the mornings, incorporating gentle physical activity into your daily routine can be very helpful. Low-impact exercises such as walking, stretching, yoga, or Tai Chi are excellent ways to maintain joint flexibility and muscle strength. Staying active during the day helps your joints remain lubricated and more mobile, making mornings less difficult. In addition, creating a safe and supportive environment at home, especially in areas like the bedroom and bathroom, can reduce your risk of falls. Make sure there are clear pathways, proper lighting, and easy-to-reach supports available if needed. Even small changes can have a big impact on your morning safety. In summary, morning stiffness is a normal part of aging and should be acknowledged rather than ignored. Getting out of bed too quickly can increase your risk of injury, especially when your joints are not fully loosened. By starting your day with slow, gentle movements, allowing time for your body to adjust, and using support when necessary, you can protect your body and reduce the risk of falls or pain. These small steps, done consistently, will not only improve your morning routine, but also contribute to better mobility and overall well-being as you age. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating meaningful content to inform, inspire, and empower you to live your best life. Thank you for watching. We can't wait to see you in the next video.